Well, good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hopefully, everyone's doing well. I'm sure we'll have some trolls tonight, some little minions, whatever you want to call them. I could say. Um, just checking in on everybody. Um, haven't really talked to too many people. Hopefully, everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's health is good. Um, like I say every time, hug your loved ones because tomorrow is never promised to any of us. Um, but other than that, things are going pretty good. Still sober. Um, got my third shot last Thursday. As a matter of fact, a week from today, on the 23rd, I got my third Vivitrol shot, which works very, very well. Um, trigger warning, adult content. What's the trigger warning? It didn't ask me about. Well, I'm not adult content. What do I got to do to get in there to do this? Tammy and Munch. Hey, A1, my girl. Tammy and Munch, I'm that bitch mama bears on. Um, so yeah, like I was saying, I got my thank you very much, A1. A lot of people still think that I'm not sober, you know. I mean, what more do they want? Do they want urine samples? I mean, I really don't have to prove anything to anybody. All I need to do is prove it to myself. I haven't had a drink in almost 90 days. But yeah, just to protect my bases, if I have to provide the urine sample test and
I'll go out and buy the test.
I mean, I have no problem with that. I mean, if they want blood too, I mean, I'll be more than glad to do that. I mean, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got nothing to hide. Um, like I said, anybody can ask me anything they want on here, and I'll give them the straight up honest answer. Um, I'm not here to bullshit you. I'm not here to. Hello, Beth Ann. Hello, it's the weekend. Um, it's you know what it is. I'm just tired of I don't know stupid people. You know, um, yeah, go in front of the camera. They come out, they do these lives. We're gonna straighten some shit out tonight. Honestly, um, yep, you'll be bye byes. You'll definitely be bye byes. Um, but it is what it is. Let's talk about just life in general. You know, if per se somebody in my family was a predator of any sort, I would make it known, very well known. If my ex was one, I'd make it very well known. Because for one, I wouldn't want that person to be around even my own child. Okay. So we're gonna get in it, we're gonna get involved in this RSO bullshit because just to set Andrew straight. Thank you, Mama Bear. Just to set one thing straight, I never stated that your brother was an RSO of New York State. Okay. I never stated that. So until you can prove me different, kiss my ass. Okay. Um, Two, he will always remain on the RSO registry for the state of Florida. Needless to say, if you would like the number to the number that we called last night, I will be more than glad to provide that for you. That way you can call yourself and they can tell you how much of a piece of shit your brother really is. Okay. So it's a shame that it has to come down to this. For your ex, for your youngest daughter's mom, that is what it is. Yes, everything is for educational use. We're going to educate people tonight.
You can tell them my personal.
So, you know, and the thing is we did personally talk to Florida, and we personally talked to New York. And New York,
They go by levels, Florida don't. That's it.
New York goes by levels, just like Tammy just said, and Florida doesn't. They don't like the facts for the fact is because the facts smack them in their face. Okay. If you're an RSO, you're an RSO. You don't belong, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever the charges were. But needless to say, the charges for the person that I'm speaking of that is an RSO on the RSO registry in Florida specifically states that it was a minor. Point blank, minor. So it doesn't matter if it happened in New York and he got charged with it in Florida. He is a registered boom in the state of Florida. It's very hard to get off that registry. Just like in New York, you know, the youngest baby's mama is going to be on there for the rest of her life, probably. So isn't the other person that I spoke of. Okay. So then we're going to get into another situation here. You know, they sit there and they say that Elisa and I don't talk because of lies. What lies have I spoken?
They haven't even been able to come
Okay.
up with one line.
What lies have I spoken? And yes, I do have it on my other phone. And as soon as I can get to it, I'm going to get to it because Elisa and I didn't stop talking until 3 days, if not 4 days after Mama Bear and I talked. And I have proof of that on my other phone. So let's try that again. Do you want to rewind, recant what you said, or no? So needless to say, what have I lied about? Have I lied about the way you lived? Absolutely not. Have I lied about all the cat shit that I've stated that has been in multiple places in your house, unclean clothes, in the children's beds, in dirty clothes, on your wife's work clothes, behind your desk, all over lead cords, in kitchen sink, bathroom tubs, bathroom sinks, the whole 9 yards? Do you want to go there? Do you want to go there? Cockroaches everywhere. You turn on the kitchen light in the kitchen and the things would fucking scatter.
You open up the cabinet door.
You open up the cabinet doors to get a coffee cup and they'd be crawling out. So what have I lied about? Am I lying that you're a lazy person? Yes. You are a lazy person. Have I lied about it? Absolutely not. Do those children deserve better? Absolutely. Okay? It's sickening to know that I lived there for as long as I did, but you're going to sit here and tell me that I don't know I'm lying about shit? You've been asked multiple times, what is Munch lying about? But nobody can come up with shit. Okay? Do we need more proof of, like, I take the Vivitrol shot, that I am sober? Do you want to see my results? Do you want to see my counseling sessions? Would you like me to record them? Because I can. I have nothing to hide. You know, so let's play this game. Oh, and by the way, just a reminder, tomorrow's the first, or Saturday's the first. Are you getting your EBT? Are you hold on. Let's see if we can do it. Let me guess. Are you going to pull a rabbit out of that hat, you cookie little fucking some bitch? Huh? No rabbit in that hat, is there? But needless to say, my freezers are full of food. My dogs, my cats, or should I say our dogs and our cats eat better than you. So you want to play that? So
That's a fact.
the question is,
I know.
Andrew, question is to you. What have I lied about? Put your wife up on panel, please. Put your wife up on panel and tell me exactly what I lied about.
She didn't feel like doing it that moment.
She didn't want to do it because she was busy. She didn't want to get on YouTube. That question has been asked multiple times. Okay? Multiple times that question's been asked. What have I lied about? What have I lied about? Please explain to me. Explain it to me like I'm a fifth grader. Please.
Oh. I'm gonna have to like it because he's my nephew.
Okay? Please explain it to me like I'm a fifth grader. And for your girl lips, listen, your girl lips needs to do us all a favor, okay? Because if she runs her lips, I can just imagine how quick and easy her legs spread. Okay? So tell her to go back and sit in the fucking bull field. Take on a couple more fucking gallons of semen and she might grow wings and fly. Okay? Because, you know, Red Bull gives you wings. She might be able to fly and save you someday, Andrew. You know, she sits there and she says proof, receipts. She's the only fucking person that I can see that hasn't provided shit because she sits there and says, well, I don't have to prove nothing. Guess what? But you want everybody else to prove it? I proved my shit. Prove yours. I'm still waiting for you to pull up the record on Tammy, you dumbass.
You were thinking the same thing
Seriously. What record do you have on Tammy?
at the same time. That's weird. I was
Okay.
saying that.
You and Haley, and I'm not talking about Haley in a bad way, but you and Haley got in the cahoots there when Haley was pissed off at me. But I have it in messages too that she lied about everything that she stated about me too. I saved all that.
And she straight up said that Lips is the one that came up with that.
There you go. So let's play that game.
And you will not
Lips,
find
if you
nothing on
don't know really what you're talking about, don't run your lips. Go back to the bull pasture. Put your lips somewhere else. Swallow enough to where you grow wings. You can fly.
Cupcake.
Yeah, a cup of cake.
it.
You know, you people are pathetic. Pathetic fucking people is what you guys are. Because you can't tell me what I lied about. I've asked you multiple times. I provide proof, like those photos of his brother, they're straight from the state of Florida. How much more proof do you want? Do you want the number? I can give you the number. Okay? I can definitely give you the number. Okay? I can definitely give you the number, Andrew. That way you can call. Since you think everybody's wrong. If these people only knew the true you, they'd be disgusted. Be disgusted. You don't realize what can of worms you're opening, bud. Seriously. You don't scare me. Your brother don't scare me. Who else are you going to get? Let me guess. Do you want to get your sperm donor involved? Huh? Because I'm sure that I can get a lot more people involved than you'd ever imagine getting involved in your life.
Do it when we're done.
All I got to do is make one fucking phone call, my friend. That's it. Thank you, A1. So, you know, I stated a fact about your brother. I didn't state that your brother was an RSO in New York. Not once did that come out of my mouth. I just stated that he was an RSO. And once you're on the RSO registry in the state of Florida, you remain on it. So in my eyes, your brother is an RSO. So before you and your crew knock somebody else down for something that didn't happen when him and when those two people were together, that shouldn't have been brought up either. See, you think I don't know what I'm talking about. I have ears. They're called for listening. Okay.
I have no idea. Just say it.
So needless to say, we can play all the games you want. Do you want me to bring up all the fucking, I mean, needless to say, it comes to that, to the 14-year-old child. Nobody ever said anything about the 14-year-old child.
And she was already
Okay.
bullied and
Okay. Even before that even happened, those two children were bullied in school all the time. How many times did I tell that girl, Kay, to throat punch the shit out of somebody when she got bullied? Because I'm totally against bullying. So if you feel that this is bullying, you're a grown-ass adult. Put your big pants on, okay? Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're in for one hell of a fucking ride. Okay? Because I really don't care. So, needless to say, that 14-year-old not once came out of my mouth. I mentioned what you call her sperm donor. Okay? Well, needless to say, that sperm donor did have custody of that child at one time when I moved back up here. When Elisa, your wife, was working at the deli, because I remember a time when that man didn't even bring that child to the deli to see her mother. So you want to go there?
not only that, there was a comment made, oh, well, he wasn't like that when she was with him. I hate to tell you, when it comes to child pornography, it comes and springs off of the older adult's childhood. It didn't just happen overnight. Just wanted to put that out there.
Look at that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it too. Woo-hoo. So what else? What else you want to do? What else you want to pull out? Then you have the balls to bring up my kids. Okay. Needless to say, the Maragon zombie or whatever, that person really doesn't know any information about anything. Okay. Because yes, my daughter and I may not see eye to eye, but that's my daughter. I'm her father. I talk to my daughter every day. Just about every day. If she didn't like me, she wouldn't talk to me. She'd block me. So, wrong again. 2, my boys that live with my ex-wife, they do very well for themselves. What the hell was that? Oh. So needless to say, my boys, they do quite well. What, are you jealous, Andrew, that my oldest boy's got a brand new fucking car? That my son's got a fucking practically a brand new Dodge Ram 1500? Has a job? Both boys have a job? Listen, needless to say, my oldest boy was a chemist for Pepsi. So if you really knew how soda was made, trust me, you wouldn't drink it.
That is true.
You wouldn't drink it.
And as far as Jackie goes, Jackie's Jackie.
You know, my daughter Jackie's
She don't
Jackie
like
for one.
rules.
She's going to be 34 years old. She don't like rules. You know, yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit more involved in her life when she was younger, which I tried to be, but every time I tried to be, I got smacked in my face. You know, so it is what it is. But don't ever say that me and my daughter can't stand me, because if you were face to face with my daughter, if you have teeth, I'll put money on it that my daughter will knock them the fuck out. That I will tell you. She is a miniature version of my sister, and my sister is no joke. Okay. My sister is not the person that you would really want to get involved in this shit, per se. Okay. I know what type of family life I've had. I had an awesome childhood when I'm growing up. Can you say that? Nope. Nope. Oh, and just to clarify it, Andrew, I will stand behind you on this one. I will stand behind you, because in your live, I overheard Elisa stating that she was the fourth baby's mama. You're right. She's not. She's the third. She's the third baby's mama. Because H has his mother. The other two have their mother. Okay. There's two. And then K has her. There's three. So she's the third baby mama, not the fourth. You were right. I give you that. That I'll agree with John, buddy. Okay. That I agree with John. So needless to say, you know, the thing with the sperm donor of the 14-year-old, that's public knowledge. That was all over the news. You don't think that people automatically knew? You're gonna pull the bullying card out? Those kids were being bullied way before he got popped for that. Okay? Way before he got caught. So don't blame it on that. Don't blame it on that. Blame it on yourselves. Because multiple times those children were picked on for going to school smelling like cat piss, not showering the night before, bad body odor. You want to continue on? Do you want to continue on? Hello, Miss Pam. So don't try to pull out to where you're going to make me try to feel like, and you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't bother me, because it does, that my nieces don't want to talk to me. But the only reason why they don't want to talk to me is because you and your wife have put so much bullshit in their fucking heads. It's unreal.
And you don't realize that those kids talk
Okay.
to other
But you don't realize that those kids talk to, maybe not K, but B, don't talk to other people about me. I know for a fact she does. Okay. So put that in your pipe and smoke it too.
What it is Elisa is in love with Munch, and when she realized that she really couldn't have Munch, then it all went out. Poof, poof. That woman is in love with Munch. He just didn't love her back.
Yes, and Mama Bear, that's a very true factor, because if you remember correctly, even before all the shit came out with the RSO stuff, those kids were being bullied way before then. Way before then. I remember the kids being bullied when they lived in Gloversville, in the address that they previously lived in before they moved to here. Okay. He can sit there at the man 4 blocks up. I'm the man 4 blocks up. If you have a problem with this man, come see this man. You either want to talk like men or you want to handle it like men. Take your pick. Because I can be the adult. I don't have to use my hands. I don't have to use my feet. I can use my mouth. We can talk like adults. Put it all out on the table. But see, you're not man enough to do that. Because you were never shown or brought up to be a fucking man, to be honest with you. Oh, and listen, You know, speaking of receipts and stuff like that, you sit there and say how you have joint custody of your children, but Kay, because there's no need for that because you two are quote unquote legally married. Okay. Which you still owe child support for Kay unless Elisa dropped that, which I don't know about that. So if you claim to have joint custody of your other children, prove it. Show me receipts. Because you tried to pull up some bullshit marriage certificate that's not even fucking stamped from the county that you got married in, from the courthouse.
I don't know.
So,
Not sure.
are you married or not? What is it? Or is it that Gordon is not really legally fucking able to marry you? Is your brother Josh's and his wife's fucking marriage legal too? Because I know I know he married them. I know my marriage was legal. I was married for 23 years. Or did you forget? You know, you go on YouTube, you talk all this shit. Prove it to me.
I think they are not married,
Prove it to me.
Dr. Liz.
I've proven everything that I could possibly prove to you. What more proof do you want? I prove to everybody that I get the Vivitrol shot. You want urine test? I'll be more than glad to provide them too. I proved that your brother is registered in Florida. What more do you want about that? How much more do I got to prove? Like I said, I never said he was registered in New York, Florida,
The one I just sent you is about dogs.
Florida.
Oh, okay.
The 14-year-old sperm donor, as you call him, because that's what you said that you were to all your kids, basically, were sperm donors. You were a sperm donor.
You weren't saying that.
Okay.
Laying up in bed with him.
You got to stop talking because I'm on a thing and it's like you fuck me up every time. So prove everything that you say. If you say that you and Lisa are married, prove it. Show me that marriage certificate with the stamp on it from the courthouse. Because I'm sure if I got a hold of my ex-wife, she has our marriage license and our certificate, and I can prove to you that I was legally married. I even have the divorce papers.
I'm just 80 years old.
Okay. Just like I proved that your brother is registered in New York, in Florida. Okay. Anybody can go and find a 14-year-old sperm donor information. That was all over the news. That was on the news. That was in the paper. That was on Facebook. So needless to say, did I really put it out there? I might have put it out there on YouTube because you did want to. But see, this is the problem. It's okay for you to blow up your youngest daughter's shit on YouTube, but it's not okay for people to blow your shit up.
And her. And
Then don't ask me to prove shit. How about that, Andrew? Just like I want to know what I lied about. What did I lie about? How you lived? How you lived? Is that what I lied about? Please tell me. Did I lie about how dirty your house was? Cockroach infested? Cat shit everywhere, cat piss. You'd walk in the bottom stairs and all you'd smell is cat piss even before you got to the top floor. Did I lie about that? You lived in the house that you live in now. Not even a month later, that fucking house smelled like fucking cat piss. Listen, just realize, bud, if this is Andrew that's on there running his lips, I'm gonna find you one day. You and I are gonna see. You and I are gonna see face to face. And just remember,
At least makes sense.
it's not a threat. It's a motherfucking promise. It's gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. That I will guarantee you. It's just a shame that you guys think that I lie about everything.
Hey, Andrew, you know what Aaron Lyons?
It's just a shame. You think I lie about everything. All I ever hear from you is blah, blah, blah.
Andrew.
You want me to drop a link, Andrew? That way you can come up on panel with me?
What, babe?
I broke my
Huh? Broke your arm.
That's all you do. You just don't like somebody coming out with the truth about the way you live. Or should I say the way you live, because now your house is spotless, now your house is clean. So since you like doing lives and you and your wife sit there and tell me how I lie, that I lied. Well, for one, I have proof on my other phone that Elisa and I didn't stop talking until 3-4 days after I started talking to Mama Bear.
And people,
That's proof on my other phone. So I can provide that.
Do you like my cat?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much more would you like me to prove? Well, that's all I hear out of your mouth. You're not man enough to even come out of your fucking house to even face anybody when they have a problem with you. That's the problem. I leave my house every day. Every day. To work on my sobriety. Okay? Because it's been almost 90 days. But see, you guys can't accept that. I can provide all the proof that I can, and it still is not good enough for anybody. But you want to know something? I have nothing to prove to nobody except myself. And that was a fake account.
I'm out all the time. What he says.
Yeah, you're out all the time.
yeah,
You're out all the time after fucking midnight.
your wife doesn't even come out of the house.
Did you get a treadmill yet? Did you get a treadmill? Because your wife doesn't leave the house. So I thought maybe she exercised in the house. Oh, that's right. Rolling out of bed is considered a form of exercise today. Right?
I'm up there. Did you tell me what you said?
Yeah. Yeah, where'd that come from, Andrew? You know, you sat there and said on one of your lives, like, you ate summer. You guys are poor excuses for human beings. So needless to say, don't blame what I stated about the sperm donor, about her getting bullied in school. They've been bullied way before that even happened. Okay? No, after midnight is vampire hours? No, that's very false. After midnight is when I'm sleeping and he doesn't want to come out and play. I've called him out multiple times. I've even called him out to even do it man to man, and actually do it as adults, and I'll even buy him a cup of coffee, and we can sit down and we can hash this out. No physical altercation at all. No physical altercation at all. No hands-on, no nothing. Just talking.
Never been on there, always has.
But nobody wants to ever do that. And of course the cops can't do nothing, Andrew. What are you going to call the cops for? There you go again. Cop callers. I love cop callers. Why don't you call somebody who fucking cares? Because honestly, the cops don't give two fucks about you. Okay? I got my lowdown about you with law enforcement. They roll their eyes every time they hear your name because they know how much of a piece of shit you are.
I hate to tell you, with the people that are blaming Mama Bear for this, and it's been me doing the investigation and me sending her the stuff on all this RSO bullcrap and Jeremy and all that. There.
So how much more shit do I got to put out there? I can put it all out there. I can put mug shots and all. So since you're on here, and since I think this is Andrew talking, let's go back to your brother. Not once did I say that he was an RSO in New York, but he will remain an RSO in Florida because he's still on the state registry down there. Would you like that number? Because they'll tell you exactly that he's still on the registry down there.
There's 2 ills
Okay.
in that county.
You banking? I don't know.
I already did.
No, we already did. I'm asking you, do you want the number that way you can call and verify what I found out?
Mhm.
Because it was verified yesterday, last night, that he is on the registry. And he will remain on the registry because he is considered as an RSO. Why? Because it was a minor. It states it right there. If you go on my page, it'll state it right there. Or as a matter of fact, Mama Bear posted it all because we sent the shit to her. And I told her to post it. It says minor. So, like you said, stated in your earlier live, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what was said or what was done. Doesn't matter what state it goes in. It all depends what state carries the same rules and regulations as Florida.
An RSO is an RSO.
You know, but you sit there, you say how you have joint custody of your kids. Can you prove it? I know you ain't got to prove shit. You don't have to prove shit to nobody because you know this for a fact. Well, I call bullshit, honestly. I do. I call bullshit. Because that's all you really were ever to your kids was a sperm donor. And lips? Oh my God.
They're all parents of the year.
Yeah. She's been clean for 11 years. What is she on? Methadone? Suboxone?
Suboxone.
Whatever.
That ain't clean.
That ain't clean.
Especially when you've been
You're
on for
sub
11 years.
11 years you've been clean?
I got a friend that's been on it for 11 years, 12 years.
Prove that you are clean. Get off Suboxone, Miss Lips. I can prove that I'm off alcohol.
He's got anxiety, but he's always in court trying to get custody of his kids. Okay, makes sense.
You have a leash on top?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you pull it up? Just like your marriage. Why don't you pull it up? Show me the marriage certificate that has the stamp on it. Cause I call bullshit on it all.
Oh, come over by the camera. Go find you, Vincent. Look over underneath the blanket and stuff over there.
What, so you can porn bomb me? Yeah, okay. Listen, I was born at night, but guess what? I wasn't born last night.
We'll make a specific live in a couple of nights at
Yeah.
trick or treat night,
Yeah.
because we got plans for that night. Just for you and
Yeah, just give me a couple nights. I'll put up a link for you. But just remember, tomorrow's Halloween.
don't, oh, that's right. Don't forget, ladies, we got a surprise
Don't
for
forget.
you. A1 will get a kick out of it.
Bunch, do you not give him a link to point? Oh, I'm not giving him a link. Just like when I give him a link in a couple nights, I'll have a backdrop or whatever. I'll do it that way to where he can do whatever the hell he wants. But it is what it is. I don't care.
You sent some info.
We get a trick, not a treat. You get a treat, not a trick. Yes, you get a trick. You get a treat, not a trick. That's right, A1. You guys get the treat. Everybody else gets the trick.
I was about to say the same thing. Ooh.
Because he wants to come up and porn bomb me. Oh,
Okay,
CK
so
said,
thank
what
you
about
for
him?
all
He
this
wants a
garbage
present
shit on
too.
Mama Bear and,
Listen,
you know.
CK's got to get his blood pressure down. I don't want to get his blood pressure any higher than what it is, okay?
So that means I'll have to get dressed up then.
You know, but the thing is, you know, they go on here and they talk all this shit about people, but they don't like it when people talk shit about them. You know,
Guys will have to guess who it is.
why? What's up with that? Oh, thank you very much, A1. That was my niece's Elsa wig that she got. She brought it right over to me, wanted me
You got enough.
to put it on, so I did. Andrew, you got a couple questions here that people are asking you. Why don't you ask them? Yes, answer them. You know? See, for tonight, you know, certain ones, if they want a link, I'll give them a link. But Andrew, I'll give you a link in a few nights. Then that way we can do whatever, talk it out, whatever you want to call it. Me personally, I'd rather do it face to face, not over this internet bullshit per se. Okay. Would I put my hands on you? No, I could promise you that. Like I said, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. I might have done stupid shit. I'm not into the stupid shit no more. You know, when you're not under the influence of alcohol, your head's a little bit clearer. You think a little bit more straighter. You know, unlike, you know, other people, not per se, I'm not talking just about you. But like, you know, Lips, she gets on there and she's really talking about shit she has no idea about. You know, she sits there and says she doesn't have to prove shit to anybody. Well, listen,
I don't know.
you know, the thing is you don't want to prove shit to anybody. You know, you want everybody else to prove stuff, and we prove it, but you can't prove stuff. You know, Andrew, I don't need to record anybody. I don't. I'm not into that bullshit recording people. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. I don't feel there's a need for me to record somebody. I know what was said. I know what was read. I know what was typed. I know what's in my messages.
And we don't care
and
what
stuff
your
like
people
that.
think.
I don't care what your people think, you know, until they know you personally. Like Miss Lips was asked, has she physically sat down with you and had dinner and physically met you face to face in your own home?
Bring his bottle.
No,
Oh, he's got it.
no. None of them have. So none of them actually know the way you actually lived.
I'll go back to that.
Okay. But it's okay because I know Tammy has witnessed it firsthand. Dominic has witnessed it firsthand. Jeff Fafa has witnessed it firsthand. Even your brother Evan has called you out on how filthy your house was multiple times on your lives. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying about that. Yes, it's very sneaky to record. Very true. So if I'm going to record somebody, I'm going to let them know, hey, I'm recording this. I don't need to record shit. I know what I said. I can go back to the people that were in my lives. I can talk. I can personally message my moderators. I can private message them. I'm sure if I private message them, I could get their numbers and I could talk to them and or text them or whatever the case may be.
And if I have something going
I talk to Mama Bear probably close to every day, if not every other day. But when I do talk to her, I talk to her multiple times a day. We message each other back and
with
forth,
not, or I do.
or Tammy does.
You talk more with
Just
me than you
like-
did with Lisa.
Just like A1. We talked to A1. Who else? Let's see. There's multiple. There's multiple that we talk to. Because I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. My moderators can ask me anything about they can ask me everything about anything and I will tell them the truth. I have no problem with that.
And I'm just an angel.
Yes, damn near every day, Mama Bear. Because if I don't hear from you in the morning, I usually message you when I get out of groups. And we feel the same way, A1. Cindy Lou Who 45. Who is that? That's gotta be okay. Welcome, Cindy Lou. Thank you for coming on.
I didn't know.
So when you do your live next, Andrew, why don't you have your wife go on there and explain to them what I lied about? Please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I greatly appreciate it because I'd like to know what I'm lying about. Like I said, am I lying about the way you guys lived? No. Multiple people can verify that. About the cat shit and all that? No. Come on. The bullying of the girls, even before all this bullshit came out with the RSO shit. No. It happened way before then. It happened way over in Gloversville. Okay? Let's not go there. What else? What else am I lying about? That I slept with your wife? I ain't lying about that. I definitely didn't sleep with that. Maybe back when she was with my aunt, because she was a lot smaller than what she is now. Maybe. But I'm still not into big women. Okay? I'm not into big women. I could introduce you to the women that I've slept with, and holy fuck. They would definitely put your women to shame. All due honesty. So when's the first? The first is what? Saturday? So you guys probably either get your food stamps on the 1st or the 3rd or whatever the case may be.
7th, I think, is the latest date you can have.
How's that going to work out for you this month? Hopefully you bought enough food last month. Hopefully all that soda you bought didn't break the EBT card. But guess what? If I have a finance problem, I call my dad. And my dad will tell you, I haven't called him. So I must not be having a finance problem, am I? That's pretty sad. My rent's paid. Is your rent paid?
What the hell?
Yes, Tammy is very beautiful. Very beautiful inside and out.
A little crazy, but gotta be in a world like this.
But when you do a live, Andrew, just put the paperwork right up. Because if you have joint custody of your youngest, you should be having visitation. Because I remember a time on 97 South Judson when the grandmother, I believe, or whatever the case may be, when that child was brought over, didn't even want to bring her over then because they didn't want you to have nothing to do with that child. If I remember correctly, because I was there for that.
I was there for the up.
Okay. So let's not go there.
His mother didn't really want to let him stay there longer
Okay.
than 15 minutes.
But my life is not really about your kids. I really don't care. I know where my kids are. I know what my kids do. I know what my kids are doing in life. I know that my middle daughter is a high school graduate, is a college graduate. She's a teacher in a school. That's my youngest daughter. My middle daughter, she is a graduate from high school. She graduated college and she has 2 children of her own. My oldest boy, which is technically not biologically mine. I've raised him ever since he was 4 years old. He will tell you that his father, biological father, was a sperm donor, that I am his dad. I am his father. I was his provider for many years. I bought his first 2 cars. His mother and I put him through college. He was a chemist for Pepsi. He worked at a weed plant factory to where he was cloning marijuana plants. So he was a chemist for that. Now he works for the state. Okay. My youngest son, he does blacktopping. He works for my brother-in-law because I still consider him as my brother-in-law, just because my wife and I are divorced.
I don't know, girl.
And
I think she got it.
my son makes very, very good money. When I say very good money, my son gets paid anywhere between $350 to $500 a day, doing exactly what his father, myself, and his uncle taught him to do.
You shouldn't have to wait till Mommy gets here, so she can find it.
You did what you had to protect her from her mother. Well, needless to say, you weren't part of that girl's life for how many fucking years? You weren't part of Kay's life for how many fucking years? You weren't part of H's life for how many fucking years? You probably weren't part of the other 2 for how many years, okay? Needless to say, if you were drinking, drugging, whatever the case may be, no matter how much drinking I did, I was always part of my kids' lives.
Look in there.
And
Always.
even Jackie will tell you she
And Jackie will
never
tell you
drink around her.
And until Jackie hit of age, I never drank in front of my daughter. Okay? My own daughter will tell you that. So no matter what I chose to do in my life, I always provided. I always made sure my kids had, regardless of the situation. Regardless of how much I hated the mother or how much the mother hated me, or not even say hate, because hate is a very, very big word. We might have disliked the things that we've done to each other. Okay? So hate is not. Dislike is a better word. But they will tell you that I provided for them. I may not talk to every one of my kids, okay, every day. But I know where my kids are. I know they're safe. I have eyes on my kids.
Well, I can't help it. You're the one.
Yes, I paid my child support.
If you don't know how to keep it in your mouth or whatever, it's not my problem.
My youngest son's is going to be 23. His mother and I got divorced way after he was 18, after he graduated.
You don't even need it. You really
But
don't.
my kids never went without. I never had to go on to YouTube or on to Facebook or whatever the case may be and fucking put out the pity party that, oh, Christmas is coming around the corner and we ain't got nothing for the kids and all that bullshit. They have Toys for Tots, but that's right. You know, Toys for Tots should work for everybody, you know. The schools do it. You can go to pantries and all that, churches and all that shit, you know. But the best thing to do is probably go out and get a job.
There's no reason for that.
Yes, I did. I took very good care of my kids. Very well. Very well. You know, each and every one of my fucking kids know exactly what Louis Vuitton is, Coach, Michael Kors, Gucci, Armani, all of it. All of it. Why? Because of their mother and father. Do I like pricey things? Absolutely.
I'm starting that bullshit with the freaking mooching shit.
All right. Before anyone looks at me for some shit, they may want to look
I don't know.
at their mother choices. What other choices? What other choices? Listen, you can speak, you can type. I mean, I'm not going to give you a link right now, but you can speak your piece right here. You know, there's things called jobs. You know, it's like the jobs that I have. My jobs are seasonal. So I make sure there's money put away for winter. Look at that. But needless to say, did your wife ever tell you stories when I used to come up here all the time before you and her even ever got back together? When she was with Joanne, I would come up here with 1,000, 1,500, $2,000 cash in my pocket.
Huh?
Not once did they ever have to worry about cigarettes, alcohol. I'd order food out. I'd take her grocery shopping, the whole 9 yards. Buy it all. Did I complain and bitch? No.
Look on the chair here.
I'm on mine.
Under there.
I want to do it.
But Andrew, you want to know something?
This comes up with-
You're supposed to be the bigger person. It doesn't matter what the mother's choices are. It's what you choose to do. That's what it comes down
He
to.
has no drive.
Listen, boss, I'll be a bigger man about this. I mean, I have no problem talking to you civilized. No bullshit. All due jokes aside, all due bullshit aside, I have no problem talking to you or answering your questions civilized. But you know what? It takes two. It takes two.
Your bullshit has
Children don't ask to be brought into this world. It takes two people to make them, okay? If the mother fucks up, the father should step in and take care of it. If the father fucks up, then the mother steps in and takes care of it. But in some situations, the grandparents have to take care of it. And that's sad. That's sad, okay? You know, people are bringing up a past of Mama Bear. Her ex-husband or whatever was an RSO. Has anybody proven the facts about that? Has anybody proven the paperwork about that? Was Mama Bear and this man together? Is this man deceased? Did you find out that he was an RSO after he was deceased? This is my thing.
But you want to pick Mama Bear.
But you want to pick Mama Bear apart, but there's no need to. Just like really, there's really no need for me to pick you apart. But you're giving me no option here. You're giving me no option. Because it just revolves around that bullshit, the same bullshit. Everybody wants to do this, but can't back it up. Why? Listen, I wish I could be fucking lazy and fucking just live off the system and collect $1,000 in food stamps a month, if not a little bit more, and just do what I gotta do, just stay at fucking home and not give two shits about anything.
They started it.
It all started when I started talking to Mama Bear. Because I still have the messages, Andrew, on my other phone that I talked to Elisa 3 days to 4 days after I started talking to Mama Bear.
People are lying.
And that's what it is. I'm doing this because people are fucking lying. They're not lying on me. No one's fucking lying on me. If anybody's going to lie on me, I'm going to lie on myself. And I don't have nothing to lie about. Nothing at all. Just like everybody thought I was bullshitting about to quit drinking. I provided the paperwork. I even put it on my wall.
I'll tell you we ain't drinking.
You want proof? You want proof that I go to group every day? I go Tuesday through Friday at St. Mary's. I do groups at night at the Rock Constantine Center. I do NA groups. I'm getting ready to start. Me and another gentleman are getting ready to start our own NA group on Sunday nights. So I'm taking my sobriety seriously. I'm taking my recovery seriously. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I have no problem when somebody calls me out on my bullshit to say, yes, you're right. Hey, or hey, I'm going to fight for my honor and I'm going to say you're fucking wrong and I'm going to prove you wrong. That's what it's coming down to. I'm proving myself I'm not wrong. Did I ask to do this? Absolutely not. I got on here originally just to do it as a fucking joke. As a joke. But it didn't turn out to be a joke. You stopped drinking in February because your wife ain't going to allow you to drink. I stopped drinking on my own. On my own.
Tell Mama.
But that help, that shot guarantees me that if I take a sip of alcohol, that I'm going to be sick for 3 days. It's going to be the worst hangover I could possibly ever have in my life. And I haven't had a hangover in years. In years. Because that's how much I drank.
He can't afford to drink. That's why he quit.
Beer's not cheap. Liquor's not cheap either. Oh no, Andrew, there was many times to where listen, realize who you're talking to, my friend. Realize who you're talking to. How many nights did you and I drink and you got a little loony, little crazy? What I don't know. I don't know the word I'm looking for. A little out of hand, maybe. Maybe a little bit too much, arguing or running the lips or whatever the case may be. How many times did she tell you? You're done drinking. You're done drinking. I mean, everybody thinks that I wanted to do this for this reason. I didn't, by all means. I just did a live with Mama Bear and then it just took off from there. And then I said, you know what? I did a couple of shows. I was hemming and hawing.
It was months later.
I was hemming and hawing. I'm like, no, I'm not getting into this YouTube stuff. I see what everybody else goes through. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit.
What made us?
And then finally I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do some shorts. Then we'll do a live. And lo and behold, look at me. I'm on fucking YouTube. I get the biggest kick out of it, really. I see a lot of this shit. And I laugh, you know, I mean, like I said to you before, Andrew, you know,
You know,
there was times to where your lives were really, really good, you know? You guys would get into some serious in-depth conversations on on your panel and stuff like that. Mama Bear can vouch for that. Dip, you know, as much, I mean, and I don't have nothing against Dippy. Dippy can vouch for that. Um, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people can vouch for that. You know, what happened to those days? What happened to just getting in there? You started off on Andrew's lives. Actually, well, whoever the hell Marie 1654 is, God only knows who that is. You know, I enjoyed lives back then. I enjoy, you know, I mean, and listen, the lives that we would do at night, being, I don't know, what, half in the bag, 3/4 in the bag, all the way in the bag, fucking shit faced out of our fucking heads, you know, doing crazy lives,
The only reason why we did that.
you know, they were fun, you know. I got the biggest kick out of them. I mean, I don't remember. Probably, I might remember maybe one, maybe two of the lives we did at night, you know. But other than that, buddy, I can't remember. Seriously, I can't remember. Did we have a lot of laughs during them? Absolutely. Oh, I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you that. I mean, definitely had a lot of laughs. How many nights did the wife come out and tell us, better shut the fucking computer down? You know? All due honesty, I'm not pulling no punches. You know,
But the reason why this is all happening is
You know,
because the lives they did.
again, no one is coming to my home. Who's coming to your home? I mean, no one, I don't think no one said anything about coming to your home. I mean, I know I didn't say nothing about coming to your home.
You already did.
You know, I already went to your house and sat on your front porch. I didn't even say anything to you. Them nights, that night when the cops showed, when I got back to my house, the cops showed up. They told me to stay the fuck out of there. I told them to shut the fuck up and leave me the fuck alone. They left. There you go. And if you don't believe that, you can ask my downstairs neighbor. He was sitting right outside when it all happened. Their electricity, their internet, their cigarettes, his YouTube channel hardly gets views. So AdSense money couldn't be good there. Cindy Lou, I like you. But she hit the nail right on the head. You know,
Most Cindy Lou's I know are pretty cool.
You know, she hit the nail right on the head right there. You know. I mean, Cindy Lou, you know, honestly, she might be collecting her unemployment from when she got fired from her job, but I don't know. I can't see that happening. But it's possible. It's possible. I'm not gonna say yes, no, maybe, whatever. Honestly, it's none of my business how they pay their bills. All I know is that our bills are paid. So that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters to you.
They
Better up.
made it our business though when
You
they
know?
started talking shit, and that's what happened with the live with Mama Bear. They did a live, we watched it, and then Mama Bear goes, "Well, do you want to do a live with me so that we have a voice?"
Mhm.
Sure, and that's how it started. Plain and simple.
Don't worry about how I get my money. Okay, well, if you don't want anybody to worry about how you get your money, you know, then
Then why are you calling him a mooch?
why are you calling me a
Seriously?
mooch?
Seriously, dude?
How is it that I'm a mooch? Explain that one to me. Because not once have I ever heard your wife say that I was a mooch. It's always been the first ones that started off with it is you, Lips, Roe, and Dippy. 4 of yous.
What did you mooch?
What did I mooch? Because you gave me a place to stay? That's not a mooch. Especially when I cleaned your house, taking care of your litter boxes, bought in the cat's food, bought in the cat's litter, provided cleaning supplies and everything for the house. What else? Should I go there? Help pay rent? when I first moved in. Then I moved out for how long? Because I was staying down at the hotel working down there, which that was another thing. You were offered to go down there with me Monday through Friday and work and not have to pay a dime. The only thing you would have to buy is your cigarettes. Food was provided. The room was provided for. And you got paid. You couldn't even do that.
And even got offered another job.
Well, you really don't know what the wife has said, but you with the wife 24/7 because neither of yous work. Being a stay-at-home dad when the kids are in school, and especially when the kids are the age that they are, you're not a stay-at-home dad because they are very self-sufficient. You know, you got a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old. And don't get me wrong. In my eyes, regardless of how much you don't want them to talk to me, which that's your business, not mine. In my eyes, I will always consider them as my nieces, and I will love those little girls with all my heart. And if they ever came to me and needed something, I would make sure they have it. That's a guarantee. Okay. No, I don't, you know, Cindy, one thing I can say is I don't look at it like they used me, you know, because that's what friends do. Andrew's wife and I were friends for a long time before her and Andrew got back together.
Do for each other.
We would do for each other. You know, one friend would help, you know, I would help her out. She would help me out, you know, and that's what friends do. We had a very, very close friendship. Do I miss that friendship? Yes, because, you know,
Get that out of your mouth.
my, you know, where my family lives is an hour from where I'm at now. So I would be able to go to Elisa and talk to her about anything and everything, honestly. Well, that's fine. They made their choices. They want nothing to do with me. So don't bring that up in your lives no more. I really don't give a fuck then. How about that? Okay.
He keeps going, we're gonna keep going.
You keep going with bullshit. I'm going to keep on going with bullshit. And I'm just going to keep on digging and digging and digging and keep on bringing shit up anyway. So we can keep on playing these games. Oh, yeah. I say that all the time, Cindy. I say that all the time. You know. Oh, Lord, where did you meet Andrew? I met Andrew, I don't know. What's this? 2025, 2022?
Like a diddler.
2022, 2020. Yeah, 2022. Maybe 21, end of 21, middle of 21. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, and that's what it is. You know, you know, the thing is, you know, if you got these kids one-on-one, it wouldn't be like that, honestly, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't know that for a fact, but that's just my opinion. Have those kids been coached?
I'll put it on my kids.
Probably.
Huh?
Probably. Munch felt sorry for Panda when he was in the pound and he made sad puppy dog eyes and Munch took him from the That's a good one, Mama Bear. That's a good one. That's a good one. I know I'm waiting for Connie to get on here. You know, but it is what it is. You know, hey, if the girls don't like me, if they don't want to have anything to do with me, that's fine. You know, one day they'll be adults and you guys can't tell them what to do. That's what it's going to come down to.
Best friends with 5 little kids.
You know,
We made best friends with
You know,
5
I got-
children.
I got- I got my niece and nephew that I see almost on a daily basis. Hello, angel on earth. All right, go get her. Well, yeah, but you should make sure that they, you know,
They don't hide anything. But
you know, you should make sure that they know everything. They know both sides of the story. You know, it's kind of like your crew. They should know both sides of the story before they automatically judge something. Correct?
I don't know what it is.
All right.
No,
I have heard both of them coach those girls live. That's sick to do. Oh yeah, absolutely, Cindy. Absolutely. Absolutely. So my question to Andrew is, are you blaming me for the 14-year-old getting bullied in school because of her sperm donor? Because if I remember correctly, like I stated earlier, they were getting bullied way before you guys even moved to Johnstown.
I had other children come up to me and tell me
Okay.
last year. Almost 2 years now.
So who's Nikki?
I don't know what it is.
I believe that's Nicolina.
Nicolina or Michelina?
Nicolina.
Who's Nicolina?
Nicolina. That's Nicolina.
Oh. No, piece of shit parents and do it all in
I
front
could
of
be wrong, but I believe that's her. Ask her. Say, hey, is that Nicolina girl? I believe it's her.
Is that the Michelina that was brought up in one of the previous lives, Mama Bear, about something that happened fucking 10 years ago? That's the reason why I got on there. Where I had enough of the bullshit. You know, not to bring that up or anything, you know, because I hate bringing shit like that up because it really bothers me how somebody can do that.
Yeah, that's Nicolina.
So that's the one that I stood up for.
Yes.
Hello, Michelina. Thank you for coming in. Okay. Thank you, Mama Bear. You know, sometimes with these lives, it gets a little out of hand, gets a little uncontrollable. But for the most part, they're pretty,
Such hypocritical.
you know, pretty legit, pretty, you know, evidence, you know, being provided, facts, documentation, receipts, whatever people want to call it, you know. You know, when we ask for receipts, nothing can be provided or shit's blackened out. None of my shit's blacked out. I will provide you anything and everything that I possibly can to prove that I'm telling you what I'm fucking telling you. And there's the evidence right there. Boom. We have to dry beg people on YouTube. Yes, absolutely. I blame you for connecting the dots between the 14-year-old and him. No one would have even known about the 14-year-old being related to him. Give they don't share the same last name. It doesn't matter if they share the same last name or not. The point that I'm making is that you guys like to put everybody's business out on YouTube. You don't like it done to you. Doesn't matter if the fucker was arrested for a fucking DWI.
We have every
I'd still put it out there. And it's public knowledge. It was all over the news, all over fucking Facebook, and all in the papers.
And we have every right to protect the community.
Okay? So when it comes to an RSO, everybody has the right to know about an RSO.
Lee Thompson.
No, my last name is Thompson.
And you don't have anybody Lee in your family.
No.
I know of.
listen, I have family that I don't even know. I have more family than I could probably even imagine having, honestly,
And a lot of people knew that that was her dad.
you know. And yes, Andrew, a lot of people knew that that man was her father. Trust me. You know, so, you know, speaking of public knowledge,
Damn it. You got your flashlight
um,
under that chair. Look at this, but
it was also, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's my last name. And now you know why the 14-year-old doesn't want it. That's fine. Like I said, Andrew, it's fine. I'm okay with it.
You don't need.
I'm okay with it. I don't need to bend over backwards to prove to people that I'm not the person that you guys claim me to be. Okay? Because for one, I was never a mooch. Okay? And what have I lied about?
Answer it.
What have I lied about?
find it?
Oh my God, Angel on Earth said I may be related to you on my mother's side. Are you as good looking as me? That's a joke.
14-year-old didn't supposedly want nothing to do with
It's
you
okay.
right before this even happened.
That's
So
okay.
stop putting shit
Yeah.
on there. That's nothing but lies, Andrew.
Yeah.
Because I will personally.
What? She had a problem. She had a problem with me because I called out the EBT bullshit and how you're not supposed to have food delivered to somebody else's address.
But that's when he turned.
That's against the law. That's against the law. And on that live, when you stated that,
You made sure.
okay, you made sure she was right there, and how she specifically came out and said how, oh, she would kill me. Okay, and what about the money that Jeff owes me for electric, internet, and the rug that his dog destroyed in the fucking bedroom? You want to go there? We'll call it even.
And I had to clean the
How about
house
that?
after everybody
Okay,
that lived there.
we'll call it even. How much money do you and Elisa owe Jeff? Because supposedly Jeff took out $40,000 to go to Tennessee with.
And for him to turn around.
Okay. Angel says, I have blue eyes and was born with silver hair. I have blue eyes and was born with
Blonde.
very, very blonde hair. Like I had no hair on my head.
Oh God.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that it's okay to go on there and technically have a 14-year-old say how she's going to kill somebody? You're okay with that?
Wow.
You're okay with that? That right there, you call yourself a good father?
I own 310 as of last week.
You're a piece of shit. That's what you are. Okay? You're a piece of shit.
Wow.
Okay? So let's not go there.
But yet you can let them go around all dirt and nasty.
So if you want to, if you want to talk about, if you want to talk about owing people money, how much do you owe in arrears for H? Okay, how much do you owe in arrears for K?
Lisa was paying his job.
Okay, your wife was paying your child support. Because I remember multiple times her getting money orders.
Yeah, I remember the night when we were partying, I gave up the
Okay.
150. She said, make sure I get the 150 because I got to pay 300 something toward his child support. That was the first night.
And
that
you guys weren't even married. And and Elisa was paying your child support. Needless to say, I was married for 23 years, and my ex-wife will tell you, not once did she ever pay my fucking child support. I paid my child support. At one time when I was a diesel mechanic at the railroad, I was paying for my two kids. One child was $287 a week. The other one was $387 every 2 weeks. Okay? Yes, his wife and subs were paying his child support. Exactly. Oh, so then Elisa must have went into court and diminished all the child support for Kay.
The only time you can't take back rears
Okay.
is when you're going through DSS, but if it's through the actual child support, yes, the parent can go in and demolish it.
She had it when she was sitting over there. So, Angel, if you don't mind me asking, you got Indian in you? Oh boy,
Suzette starts.
Miss Suzette Brown's on. Mama Bear, tell them they're breaking news. Y'all can. We stop for a minute. We have a massive, okay. We have a massive, oh boy. All right, let me take my camera off because I got to go to the bathroom. But Tammy's going to be here.
Well, I have the Godsmack tattoo on my back with Angel across the sun. Angel. Andrew, you're a fucking scumbag. Seriously. I don't even know how Elisa could be attracted to someone like you. Fucking say stupid shit like that. So, Mama Bear, I'm wondering who's going down south to visit whatchamacallit. I wonder.
So listen, the last time she had her written, she was brushing her hair and she put it in the chair.
Mama Bear says Stacy and Sarah Laundrie have been officially charged with the murder of Monkey Michael Vaughn. Finally get justice for this baby and Brandy. I've heard about that, but I didn't quite follow it.
Stacy and Sarah Laundrie have been charged with the murder of Michael Vaughn. Finally get justice for his baby and Brandy.
You see what fucking Andrew put?
Yes. No, let me say. You got your camera or no?
Same with Andrew.
Only good thing about Ellie passing is I only know.
They're a bunch of fucking scumbags, seriously. I'm glad I don't fucking.
Listen, honestly, Andrew, between you and I, not to get off the subject of, have you ever really paid for any of your kids?
Booby Shake is here!
Because, like somebody said earlier,
Booby Shake.
dry begging on YouTube is not supporting your family.
We can kind of keep track of.
That's what it comes down to. Dry begging on that is definitely. It's just a shame. It really is. I don't know. Maybe I'm a different breed. I guess. I guess. I don't know. I can't explain it honestly. I honestly can't.
Why don't we carve out something?
We just carved one. You drew on that one. Goofy.
Get out of the camera.
She's not in it. She's not in it. Oh, you can't get in the camera. Okay. You have done a lot for your kids, but you choose not to talk about it. Why? They're your kids. You should feel proud you should feel to be a proud father when you do something for your kids. You should be proud to talk about it. Because let me tell you something, I'm very proud to talk about my kids, regardless of when they were born, until they hit toddler stage, until they hit teenage years,
Here.
to young adult years. I'm very proud to talk about each and every one of my kids, regardless as if
Go wash it off.
regardless if I agree with what they choose to do in life or not. I still am there for my kids, and I will still talk about my children.
She's here right now.
Sure it was.
That's why they go to school.
Sure it was, Andrew. Sure it was, because it was all supposed to be split right down the middle. Okay?
8 o'clock, which is not that time.
Okay? It was all supposed to be split down the middle. So there you go again, just, you know, under the assumption.
You did.
Okay? So before anybody
Wow.
judges anybody, relax. Before anybody judges anybody or have any questions about that, why don't you bring Jeff Fafa up? Because the Jeff Fafa that I think is on your lives half the time, I don't know. I know Jeff well enough to where the way he words things, I truly, truly don't believe it's him.
Wow.
Because if it is him and that he talks shit like he does about me on a live and can't say it to my face, you know me, I'll be the first one to do it in a public fucking place. I don't give a fuck.
Jeff will hide.
I don't give a fuck. Understand that. There is bail money set aside for me. Okay? I know a lot more people in law enforcement, okay, than you'll ever imagine fucking knowing, on a good note. Needless to say. So don't play that fucking game with me. Because this is the way I look at it. You fuckers don't have the balls to say anything to my fucking face. That's your problem. That is your fucking problem. To be honest with you, I really don't care. But if that person wants to go on there and act like Jeff and talk shit like that about me, I'll find out firsthand myself. How about that? I don't give a fuck if it's at his place of employment. I don't give a fuck if it's on a street corner. I don't give a fuck if it's in Walmart. How about that? Because all you motherfuckers are cop callers. You don't hear me. You don't see me calling the cops. I don't need to call the cops.
I've been the only one.
I
to stand up.
handle shit myself. I don't need to run to anybody. Okay? Not at all.
You just want to be outside or do you want
Okay. Don't bother me.
All right, so you want
To be honest with you, Andrew, I really don't care. But I'll find out for my fucking self. And I'll do it face to face. Not this
no.
or on YouTube. I'll do it face to face. Don't bother me. Very pretty.
All right, let's go on top of the Zoom so we can reach out.
I'm good. I don't need to let you know if it's him or not. I really don't give a fuck. I can find out for myself. I found out a lot of other shit on our own, haven't we?
And I know a lot. of people.
So needless to say, just to make sure shit clear, just remember that I never said that your brother was an RSO in New York, but he is in Florida.
He's on a registry list.
He's on a registry list. It's something that you cannot get off of unless you have a lot of this. And by the way it looks, you motherfuckers ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. Okay?
Just make two then.
Okay, Angel on Earth. I'll have to see it afterwards.
I won't be able to have one before I go to bed. I'm trying to get off of it.
You know, and that's what it is, Connie. I mean, I don't like this drama bullshit. I really don't. I like to get on here. I like to chit chat with people. I like to have a good time on lives,
So you're not gonna sit back.
you know, but I'm not going to sit back and just think, you know, let people think that they're going to drag me through mud and speak lies about me. If I'm lying about something, what am I lying about?
He still hasn't answered it.
Uh-oh, Angel on Earth says she's Indian. Oh boy. My great grandmother was 100% Indian. My great grandfather was 100% Scottish.
Indians are crazy.
Gonna say, if she wasn't Indian, would she like to have some in it?
No, I'm not saying that. I can't say I can't say that on YouTube. They'll get me for some sexual shit.
Oh, I was saying that.
Nothing is your problem, Andrew. You weren't man. Exactly, Connie. You see, there's another one. Connie just hit the nail right on the head again.
Connie's the number.
Nothing is your problem, Andrew. You aren't man enough to handle anything.
Connie is very smart, intelligent woman.
We shouldn't. She
You
is.
should have stuck with her.
Why? Then you and I wouldn't have been. Oh my God, Angel says so was mine. I don't know, Angel. Maybe we are related.
That has that thingy. The tire.
But yeah,
I got
it's
that today, just
listen.
in case that-
From what I have observed, you and Tammy. Listen, A1. I have. If I make a mistake, I'll be the first one to come forward and say, "Hey, you know what? I was wrong."
Yeah.
You know, if I'm wrong about anything I have put out there about all this,
I'm not-
oh, that's for your pumpkin, huh? Well, all right.
I'm
You know, if I'm wrong about anything, I'll be a man and I'll do a live. And Mama Bear heard what you said.
I didn't see it.
Is it between them like it?
But Andrew, you're still not answering my question. My question is, what am I lying about? I tell you what, do a live 7 o'clock tomorrow morning and explain to everybody what Munch is lying about. You know, because I don't have, my great grandmother was Indian on my grandfather's side. A picture of her hung on the wall. So it didn't, oh my God. It's got to be a thing then, because my grandmother had a picture of my grandfather's father, which was from Scotland, hanging on the wall.
My great grandfather was.
On my grandmother's side
Grandmother.
was Irish. Oh, I got Irish in me too. Oh my God. I don't know. You be busy at 7. Well, come on. I'm still asking a question.
See?
I'm still asking a question. I want to know what I lied
Tell
about.
him to type at least one thing you lied about.
Type one thing that I lied about. Just type one thing.
Because Elisa couldn't even answer it. Your own wife that is accusing him of lying couldn't even answer it.
What am I lying about?
I'll be busy at 7 a.m. What you gonna do at 7 a.m.? What the people are so tough.
I got a RAV party to be at. Yeah, okay. Listen, you're better off just going back over to your fucking Panda crew and dealing with the fucking minions. And honestly, they're not even minions. Seriously. Minions are too cute. Andrew, you are a shitty husband, a shitty dad, and quite frankly, a shitty babysitter. What good are you? To flush down the shitter, Connie. No, that's a big fucking shit right there.
He was even screaming at his.
Oh my God, on my father's side, British and Scottish.
Oh Jesus!
Whoo.
Scottish alone is.
Yeah, Scottish. Yeah, Scottish. Listen, my grandfather was 6'6". He was
Scottish and
he was half Scottish and half Indian.
You you can't afford a rave party. What the hell's a rave party?
A drug, pretty much where all the
Yeah.
drugs are. Pretty much what it is.
I'll tell you what, Andrew, you go to your rave party, I'll go to my alcohol party,
Ask me what
and we'll
rave
call it a
party
day.
is. Ask me what a rave party is.
It's drugs
I
and
can
shit.
find out from someone.
Yeah,
'cause she
it's
goes
all
the
that shit.
time.
Yes, they are. They're snowflakes. Yeah, but Mama Bear, they're not even snowflakes. I like snowflakes. I like going outside, when it just starts snowing out and you get the big. Kay said you lied about being a good uncle and you're a shitty uncle? Really?
Really?
But I took her for 2 weeks. Where were you? I spent how many hundreds of dollars on her? Where were you?
Last time they
Where were you? What have you fucking done for your kid? Seriously.
the last time they were at our house,
Listen, you better understand something, Andrew, that there's
Kay
people
was-
on this panel, on this live right now that can vouch for the way I was with your kid. They can vouch for it. And Connie is definitely one of them.
the last time they were at our house,
So
months
if
ago.
so if that's the way Kay feels, that's the way Kay feels.
Yep.
What? Are they upset
They're
because
like hyping
are they
kids.
upset because Uncle Munch didn't want to be with their mother? That their mother picked the better man? Really? The better man of what? Dry begging people on fucking YouTube to give him money to pay his fucking shit? You are. You're a low life piece of shit as a human being.
When she thought she had
I would, if you were starving, I wouldn't give you the dog shit off my fucking bottom of my shoe. Okay?
Yeah, no, they're supposed to report it to them if this.
Wow, that's a lie too, Andrew. The 2 kids and yeah, very true. And Andrew, you do realize that you stating however you make your money is nobody's business. You do realize that that's evidence that you're making money and that can be considered as EBT fraud. You're not turning it in.
That's why Kayla was at her house the last time, months ago, before all this shit happened, begging for us to take her in. And that she loves sitting at the table like a family. They don't do it down there.
Oh my God, angel on earth. Oh my God, my uncle's 6'6", cousin 6'5", other cousin 6'9", great grandfather,
Can I
on
be
my
your best
grandmother's
friend?
side. He was Irish, 7 foot, and her mother was Indian, 4'2". Listen, my great grandmother was 4'9". My great grandfather was 6'9" or 6'10".
That was your dad or your mom's mom.
That was my grandfather's father. That was my great grandfather
Well, on your dad's side.
on my dad's
'cause
side.
Your dad's tall.
Yeah.
Very handsome too.
And the shortest one on my father's side is 6'2". Of course, I got the shitty end of the stick. I'm short like my mother's side, unfortunately, but that's okay. Your chat room bought more Xmas and birthday presents than you ever did, because if you did buy them something, it was with someone else's money. Very true, Connie. Very, very true. That's very true. And any kind of money that Andrew ever did make, he would go and buy fake fucking flowers
He needs his fucking bed.
and shit from the Dollar Tree. Oh yeah, those cash apps he gets too, and yep, not turning it in. Absolutely.
But they go.
And that's the first thing you see when he comes up on a live is his cash app thing and his PayPal thing. Yeah.
Oh, they can get all that information.
But yeah, they can get all that information. Absolutely can. That's very true. They can get all that information if somebody turns his ass in. So, boy, oh boy,
Well, I've already.
let the fucking games begin.
I've already called 2 law enforcement places, so keep on pushing me.
Get your pillows.
I can say I wasn't a perfect father. At least I don't kids that are mine out of town without asking their parents, and I don't tell a child they don't need. Really? Listen, what do you mean I didn't? I took a child out of town without the parents' permission. Where do you get that from? The child's mother knew exactly where the child was because the child talked to the mother every single fucking night. So where are you getting your information from?
I haven't laughed this so hard in freaking months.
So
Oh
where
my
are you
God.
getting your information from, my friend? Please explain to me. Because you're about fucking stupid. You should go back to fucking school and get an education. You fucking idiot. Okay? And you want to know something about the medication? It wasn't my girlfriend, as a matter of fact. Kaylin didn't need that medication while she was at my house, and she slept just fine, and she acted just fine. So stick that up your ass and fucking shove it. Listen, motherfucker, you're pissing me off because you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. And no, Kay did not flip out about it. She was fine with it. But needless to say, you want to sit there and say something about taking a child out of town without the permission? Permission of who? You weren't part of that little girl's life, you piece of shit.
Are we done smoking?
Okay? No. We're all smoking.
He woke up.
It'll be fine.
Is there?
No, she had a calmer environment and better routine
Yeah.
and structure. She doesn't
So
need the sleep
so tell me where I took that child out of town without the mother's permission.
That is hilarious.
Okay? Because the child's mother knew exactly where she was.
Mama Bear, I'm crying.
Give me that knife.
Knife?
Give me your red knife up there.
Doesn't matter. Meds should be taken. You should take your fucking meds, Andrew. Okay? How many times? How many times did
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a safety knife. You gotta hold it.
Huh?
You gotta hold it. In order to use it.
if she had a problem
Mine,
with it,
like,
okay, she would have told me, Uncle Munch, I need my medicine. She was fine.
Yes, her.
She was fine.
Maybe, but not the sleep meds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you should do exactly what your doctor tells you and take your meds.
Never said not.
Because I'm going to say the word now. You are fucking retarded. All due honesty. Not fucktarded. You're retarded. You need to go get an education. Okay? My fucking dog is smarter than you.
Papa, his hair looks good.
Tammy Borden, how do I find you on Facebook? Oh
Tammy
boy.
Borden.
Tammy Borden.
It's a picture of me, my son, and a dog. It's an older picture.
Oh yes, I know that, Cindy. Cash App and PayPal records everything.
Ollie in a little.
And he does get those bills. I know that for a fact. Mama Bear, you're not lying about that.
Listen, it's just like you. It wasn't on you to become a piece of shit father.
baby boy.
Was that your upbringing?
But yet you would forget to give them to
Exactly.
her to
It'd be
bring to
there-
my house.
there would
along
be
with
there
clothes.
there would be times
I've had to let
there
them
would be
use my-
times, Mr. Andrew, to where you wouldn't even get her script filled. So you want to go there?
Don't put this shit on me, you piece of shit.
It's not on you. It's on me because I'm the one that told the child if she didn't want to take them, she didn't have to take them. I'm not going to force somebody to take something that they don't want to take. She also told me that she was always forced to take them when she didn't want to take them.
You
So
can
put
even-
that in your pipe and smoke it.
What about those times
fucker.
on the other apartment where she would throw them away because she didn't want to take them? But see, you're not telling the whole truth. This is what's pissing us off, and this is why we keep on going through this shit. And it's going to continue the more you guys attack other people for the same shit that we're exposing you for. I'm glad and more proud of being a friend of Mama Bear's than any of your crew. I'd be embarrassed. And that ain't on Mama Bear. I don't like people for my own doing. Not because Mama Bear told me not to talk to this one or this one did this one did that one. Lips is obvious. You can see her on any live.
No, Connie,
What kind of piece of shit she is.
Connie, honestly, I don't know if they got married on those benefits or not. I don't know if they were collecting benefits on them at that time. They might have got married on Jeff's dime. No, Andrew, the meds were not always filled because I remember times,
Where you
multiple
were out.
times to where she was out and Elisa would tell you that you would have to call and have the meds filled and they wouldn't be able to get filled that day, not until the next day or the day after. So come on,
Keep going.
keep on going. Keep on going. And she got, and really, meds always was filled and doc orders and she got grounded for it. Okay. No.
All they were sleep meds. You could give them natural
Yeah.
sleep remedies.
Listen, you want to
For
talk
what?
about sleep remedies?
You guys were too lazy
Hold on,
to be a parent.
back the fuck up. Let's talk about how many milligrams of fucking melatonin on top of the medication you would give her, that your wife would give her. Do you want to go there? I never said they never got filled. See, now you're trying to now you're trying to reverse it. I never said they never got filled. You were just too lazy to walk to the fucking pharmacy to get them filled or call it in. Okay? They just got married last year. It's almost been a year ago. September 22nd or 24th or whatever the fuck it is. Andrew, how many times do I got to explain this to you, you dumb fuck? I gave the choice to her. I let her make the choice. She didn't want to take them because she was being told, she was being forced to take them and she didn't want to take them anymore. And that child slept just fine at my house without taking those fucking meds. Okay?
It wasn't a life and death situation.
She'd wake up in a good mood, the whole 9 yards. Uncle Munch would make her breakfast, whatever. Whatever those kids wanted for breakfast, they had in my house.
What is it, green beans?
What do you cook?
What is it, green beans or broccoli? You don't like, and she would eat a little bit of it.
It sure is her choice to make. Absolutely is. Because I'm not going to force a child to take something or eat something that they don't want to take or eat. So when that child is in my care, I leave that choice up to her. So am I a bad uncle? Call me a bad uncle. Call me a bad person. Call me a bad whatever. All you want. It doesn't matter to me.
Sleep aid is for lazy parents.
Okay? But I can sit here and honestly say that you're a piece of shit as a fucking father. Because not once did you raise any of your fucking kids. Not once. Okay? So needless to say, somebody take that motherfucker off my panel, off my chat. Block his ass, time him out. I don't give a fuck. Get him the fuck out of here. Because I'm tired of him. Please and thank you. Very lucky Nada's not on here because Nada would have timed his ass out already.
Tell Angel I'm looking right now.
That's fine, Andrew. That's fine. I don't really care. When they get old enough and when they realize how much of an asshole and how much of a fucking scumbag you really were, there you go. Because they will realize it, because I remember multiple times that Bella would sit there and say how she fucking hated you and that she wished you would die. Okay? So let's not go there. But they will realize how much of a big person you are, how much of a great father you are, dry begging people on YouTube for money to buy them birthday presents or Christmas presents or whatever the case may be. Thank you, A1. It's people like that that should have been swallowed, honestly. Andrew has an excuse for everything.
I believe that's what's on that pamphlet. I don't know if that's the date of the.
You know, none of us are perfect parents by any means. I don't claim to be a perfect father
No,
by all means.
Nobody's
Connie, I can't remember the date of the wedding.
ready to eat.
think it's the 23rd.
I think it's the 23rd or the 24th. I can't be the 23rd because that's my brother's birthday.
Maybe that's when it was made.
Maybe it was the 22nd. I don't know.
Says the 23rd on the paperwork. Or no, 9/22 is the marriage.
9/20. It's the 22nd. They supposedly
Not
got
the
married.
23rd.
You know, Andrew puts the blame on the girls getting bullied because of all this bullshit. No, the girls were getting bullied way before then. Way before. I'd like way before.
They were getting bullied because they stunk
Yep.
and they had cockroaches crawling out of their clothes.
You know,
onto the outside of
the
building.
one, you know, Kay, she had head lice so bad the one time they had to shave her head and they tried to treat the head lice and she had such bad spots, bad sores on her head that the shit burned her hair, or burned her head so bad to where she was in tears. It almost brought tears to my eyes just watching her, you know. And all the parents would do was just scream and yell at her, "You got to have it in. You got to keep it in." Well, if if you kept your house cleaner, and Elisa's problem was she always blamed it on the fucking school, but not all the other kids got sent home. So if it was the school, don't you think it, put two and two together, other kids would be sent home. I never heard of other kids being sent home. This was probably a once to twice a week thing, a few times a month, the whole 9 yards, It's a shame because kids do not deserve to live that way. I'm sorry.
Feeling pretty good on it. All stars.
It is what it is. It don't bother me. The girls will realize when they get older, multiple times, the 14-year-old would sit there and say how she hates him. I mean, I've witnessed him slapping the phone out of her hand, grabbing a hold of her, grounding her, and the mother would come home and on-ground her and give her phone back because she has stated multiple times that he had no right to do it. He has no right to discipline her, the whole 9 yards. And when the 14-year-old lived with the father did have custody. The father didn't want custody no more and signed everything back over to Elisa. So it's not like Elisa fought for custody of her daughter. I do not remember why she gave up custody or how the father got custody, but all I know is when I went to go get the child's belongings, rest of her belongings, the man answered the door in a fucking dress. So what does that tell you? That should have been a red flag right there.
That's for a candy cane. 35 for a wreath.
Oh my
And
God.
then there's a fundraiser in envelope.
So. Oh my God, how do they live like that? Pure laziness and nastiness. Yes, very true. Beat a man down if they ever treat.
You don't
Yes,
have to bring a lunch
absolutely.
or
Those kids
snack
get tossed
tomorrow.
around.
So I have to do.
Then the audacity that Andrew has that I took the child out of town without permission, the parents' permission. That's a joke. That is a joke. Because Elisa knew exactly where Kay was. She was with me and my wife at the time. I put it to you this way. I took that little girl shopping and she was so excited to be in a store that it brought tears to my eyes because it's like she never seen so many toys. She never been around so many people. She's never been able to go into a store like that and go up and down every aisle and look at things. It's a shame. You know, like I said, she was
When
young.
is she gonna have this?
She was
I don't know.
probably,
I just wanted you to look through it.
Little Caesars.
5, 6 years
Little
old.
Caesars around.
you know, maybe 4 or 5. I can't remember. But I mean, let me tell you something. When I brought that little, I had her for 2 weeks, maybe a little bit over 2 weeks. But when I brought that little girl home, she had anything and everything that she wanted when she was with me. She said, "Oh, YouTube outer space." Yeah, that's what happens. We get into YouTube outer space once in a while.
This is for you for tomorrow for trick or treating. You bucket.
It's Cindy.
Did the mamas? Mamas.
Mommy's just being so pretty. Sissy tomorrow. Is that okay?
So yeah, I mean, Andrew's Andrew. Andrew will never change.
I know.
We all got to accept
The
it.
fundraiser's done.
We all got to accept that Andrew is a piece of shit. Point blank, besides myself, Connie,
Baby, what?
of all people, could tell you exactly how I was with those girls.
Look,
Okay.
see? This one?
How much they used to spend in my room listening to music or whatever the case may be. Okay. Connie can tell you
Little
that.
unicorn.
Even Mama Bear. And if I was on talking terms with Dippy, even Dippy. Okay. But of course, I'm not on talking terms with Dippy because she don't like what happened between Connie and I, or whatever the case may be. That's between Connie and I. That has nothing to do with anybody else. It wasn't,
I don't understand any of this.
I don't either. I thought you were.
it's not like everybody else or those type of people were in
I'll just have
bed with Connie and I, or at Connie's house when it was Connie and I. Okay.
At this age should have these because we have to go door to door. They
Multiple times, when that little girl would come home from school being bullied or whatever the case may be, I would state to her, this is what you do. You go to your teacher. If she don't do nothing or he don't do nothing, you go to your counselor. If they don't do nothing, you go to your principal. If the principal don't do nothing, now, because of the type of person I am, because I've taught my own children this, you take matters into your own hands. Do you realize how many times I've been called from the school, from the principal, because of my youngest son stuffing somebody in the locker for bullying another child? Okay. I would tell Kaylin, okay, since you didn't get no answers out of those 3, throw punch them and guaranteed they won't mess with you no more. Mom doesn't want to go into the school. I'll be more than glad to go to the school and explain to the principal, this is what I taught her. Since the teacher doesn't want to do nothing, the counselor don't want to do nothing, you don't want to do nothing, and this was brought to the attention of the school, there's a no bullying policy, this is what she did.
They're just using that as an excuse.
It is what it is. Elisa would let you know Kay had a bad day and wants to talk to Uncle Munch. And that was even when I was at Connie's. That's pretty sad how Connie can remember that.
That's just something that they have.
So they can pull all the bullshit
There
they
was plenty
want.
of times they send those girls to the house and she didn't even have her sleep meds.
Nope.
Put everything in there.
You did? Yeah, put that.
Sleep meds. Listen, anytime I had that little girl, very seldomly did she ever take her sleep meds.
First night they met me, they
You know?
called me mom.
Um,
And I told her not to do that.
she slept just fine at my house without the sleep meds. She slept in the morning. You know, I wouldn't tell these kids exactly when to go to bed. You want to stay up, stay up. This is where you're, this is where you're sleeping. Here's the remote for the TV
I just got
or whatever the case may be. They just didn't run around like maniacs. That's all.
Oh, I'd even make them popcorn and everything. Put a movie on. I'd let.
You know,
Hey,
I mean,
play
I'd
that
go
Xbox.
down and I'd get ice cream. We'd pop popcorn. You
They
know,
even snuck to our house the one day.
yep. They've snuck to our house the one day, the whole 9 yards.
Because it was getting too
So-
much.
It is what it is. You know, the kids will wake up and realize I'm good with that. You know, but like I said, I have nothing to hide. Good evening, Rapper. How are you? You know, how many times did those children were at my house and say how they wanted to come live with me because they didn't want to be there anymore?
They even said they would turn against you to have me.
You know, that's pretty sad, you know. I don't believe any child should be taken away from its parent or be away from their parents. But listen, if it's for the child, you know, hey, if if it's for the child's safety and shit like that,
If
you
they were
know.
living over in Massachusetts, they would have got taken away. Because that's how mass will.
Yes, doing good, Boober. Tomorrow Halloween. Yes, I know, Rapper.
We have a surprise for everybody, and I can't wait.
Oh, that's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's
Yes.
Halloween.
We have to do the first thing first, and then after that is when we're going to do the reveal. But we're going to go have a little bit of fun first.
Yeah, gotta go have a little bit of fun.
Exactly, Cindy Lou. We couldn't said no more better than that.
You're handing out candy. Where's my candy? I want candy, Connie. And candy. Dances? No, no dances. I'm not dancing.
I come.
The fuck are those?
There might be a little dancing involved.
No. No dancing.
Good?
Mhm.
Have some.
Why are you putting them in front of me? You got full-size candy bars this year? You bitch. What kind?
Baby. You're so tired. Well, I don't even know why you woke up.
Whew. I still can't get over that thing. We haven't taken her without someone's permission.
Connie, your house is their rich house. Connie does live in a nice neighborhood, though. I will say that.
Dad, you want to see something?
I will say that. You know, I will definitely say that. Connie lives in a nice neighborhood. I'm taking all 5 of my grandkids that live close
If we could afford that.
trick and treating because the parents have to work. You all pray for me. Yes, I give you, listen, I give you all the props in the world, Cindy. Oh, she got Kit Kat, Hershey, Reese's peanut butter cups. You got Hershey with the almonds in it? Plus snack pack of wafer cookies.
I'm so tired. I don't even know why you woke up. Probably because you heard me.
I don't know why. You scared me when you walked in.
You scared me.
And then got a bag of minis in case. Nice. Listen, A1, I miss taking my kids trick or treating. I wish I had little kids again. All due honesty. But I don't know. I might have to come over here and go out trick or treating with my niece and nephew. Just to bring back those memories of how cool it was watching them go up and saying trick or treat and collect candy and all the kids in their costumes and stuff like that. I might have to do that.
I'm not leaving.
Thanks to me researching the RSO stuff, because I found someone else that's on that list. I didn't know was an R.
But
Ooh,
it's already done.
Mhm. Boy, the more and more shit we find out. My niece was teasing me, asking if I was going out
Salt and
for
pepper on the table.
being mayor. You should go for mayor, Connie. Mayor Eggplant. That's what we'll call you, Mayor Eggplant.
Come here, baby boy. Come keep up.
Mommy's just trying to get something to drink. I'll just get water.
I think that's a good, make up the signs,
So analysts did this.
put a picture of an eggplant.
Clean it out, he cut it.
Oh, I miss trick or treating.
Were they good though?
Aw,
Come on, Bubba.
go ahead, go kick mommy in the ass. Go kick mommy in the ass.
I'm not carrying you.
Yes, A1 Street. Yes, always memories. This is the first year I am doing it without either parents. I usually am a tag along. Once you're gonna like it. It's purple. No shit, an eggplant's purple. Oh my God, Connie. Did you smoke enough today? I'll send now. What are you sending? Sending A will be good for you. Yes, Sydney. I pray for you. I hope all your grandbabies are good for you tomorrow. God bless you though. Make sure you video it. That way we can have a good laugh. I'm dressing up tomorrow too. But I bet you none of y'all can guess my outfit. It might include the color pink. Oh, wait a minute. Did I already do that one?
Cinderella?
I might be Cinderella. Might be, what's that thing from Frozen? Elsa?
Let it go.
Yeah, let it go, let it go. Yeah, Andrew, let it go, let it go. I would like to do another live, and have if my girl Mama Bear can try to get back in touch with the whatever that thing was that popped up on her panel the one night, the purple rabbit or whatever. I would love to have a live with Purple Rabbit. No A1, no hot pink. No hot pink. No. Well, maybe eventually down the road. I don't know. I might do another show like that again.
One more coffee.
Yeah, you can top it off. No, he calls it, let's do some blows. Let's do some blows. If you did that with the wig tonight, do Andrew let it go. Really? The wig's over there. I can't get the wig. I'm not putting the wig on tonight, Connie. I don't want to mess up my hair. Maybe tomorrow night. Okay.
Your hand's in the way. Your paw's right now on mine. And you have your hand like that. Looks like you're shirtless.
Looks like I'm shirtless.
Yeah.
I'm not shirtless.
They have
Passion
that.
purple. No, it's not passion purple. I like purple though. Purple is my favorite color.
See if you scroll down and keep it like that. Looks like you just.
Yeah.
Purple is definitely my favorite color. Looks like I'm shirtless. But Cindy, he sounds like a firecracker. Yeah. Listen, when kids are little, they're innocent.
My daughter, not so much.
They are. They're innocent when they're little. You got to laugh at some of the stuff they do. Some
My granddaughter is.
some things you have to discipline them for, but in a you really don't want to because it is funny, you know. But sometimes you have to, you know. I mean, I remember many times. Yes, it must be a February thing. You know, I love purple's always been my favorite color. My very first car was purple. Then my uncle custom painted for me. Um, but I love purple. I got purple Timberlands, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, kids, they're innocent. They don't ask to be brought into this world. You cherish them. You try to raise them, you know, the right way, in a well-mannered way. Um, like my youngest, he's going to be 23 next month. And yeah, he's a punk, you know,
Oh my God, Connie.
especially when it comes to, with me and being with his cousins and stuff like that. He's respectable. He's respectable. But let me tell you something. He's the type of young man, and I'm not going to call him a boy, but he's a young man because he's a father himself. That if he will hold the door open for you.
Just told me to show you.
Yeah.
Technically, she's 92.
Okay, Connie. 29 again?
Connie.
That's a good one.
That's a pretty cake, though.
That's a pretty cake. You know, but he's the type of kid, type of young man, young adult.
He's like,
Or
no, she's
a couple years older than me.
That's right.
But he will open the door. He will listen. He is a gentleman. He is a gentleman. You know, and I can't take all the credit myself.
He's a mama's boy.
He is. He's a mama's boy, just like the oldest boy is that I've raised ever since he was 4. He's a mama's boy too, but very, very respectable children. And like I said, I cannot take all the credit myself. Had a lot to do with their mother. She is a very good mother, my ex-wife. Just like my youngest daughter's mother was an awesome mother, still is an awesome mother, is an awesome grandmother. My middle daughter's mother, you know, as much as her and I don't see eye to eye, she was an awesome mother, still is an awesome grandmother. And even my oldest daughter, you know, my oldest daughter now, on the other hand, she's a little fucked up. You know, I don't know if the apple didn't fall far from the tree with her, but hopefully she'll get it. You know, but it just really stumps me how people can have children and allow certain shit to go on. You know, it's a shame because those 2 children, those 2 young ladies are very, very, they're smart. They're not by any means stupid, you know. I wish them the best. I wish them to finish school, graduate, and go to college, make something of your life. You know, I wish that for all children, you know, because like I said, all children do not ask to be brought into this world. Unfortunately, my son, my youngest, was asked to be brought into this world because my wife and I tried for 2 years to have him. And when he was born, he was in the NICU for 15 days with a heart pick and everything like that in him because he was born with low sugar. He got transported from one hospital to the next, and he ended up getting E. coli and a staph infection, and he was on his, I'm going to say it, on his deathbed, more or less. We would call every night. We'd go see him every night. My wife would get up at the, any time in the morning, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and call the hospital, call the NICU, and she would get an update. One thing I can say, when my youngest was in the hospital, they tried every medication that they possibly could, and nothing worked. And this little Chinese doctor, little woman, tried one last thing, said, "We're going to wish for the best, but it's not promised." And needless to say, she hit the nail right on the head. And almost 23 years later, there he is. He's 6'3", 6'3.5", a size 15 foot, about 300 pounds, and he's built like a brick shit house.
Tell Mama Bear I'm sending you something.
Mama Bear, Tammy's sending you something. You know, he's got a beautiful little daughter. Her name is Gabriella. So I have two granddaughters named Gabriella. So eventually I'm going to have Gabriella's name tattooed on the back of my arm. And then I'm going to have my grandson's names tattooed on the other arm.
My dog.
But kids are priceless. You know, I mean, they're treasures. They are little balls of treasures, you know, from the time they're born to the time to the time they graduate. You know, you watch them go through, you know, prom and all that, you know, and watch them walk down the stage to get their high school diploma, and if they decide to go to college, and you know, whatever, you know, I mean, kids don't ask to be, you know, be brought up, you know, in this world. But it is what it is, you know. I love my kids. I mean, I love them dearly. Not a day goes by that I don't think about them. Not a day that goes by that I don't think about my own grandchildren. Tammy's got three granddaughters. The youngest, she lives down in South Carolina, North Carolina. Which Tammy's daughter and I we FaceTime. You know, when those two FaceTime, I'll get on there and I'll joke around with her.
Don't like nobody.
And her daughter, me and her daughter get along very, very well. And then when the little granddaughter gets on there, I'll say her name, and all of a sudden she'll just turn around and give me that look and give me that shit-eating grin like she's up to something. But she is a tomboy. Like, she is not scared of nothing. She will pick up a snake. She will pick up a bug off the ground. She will do donuts with her four-wheeler. She rides a horse. I mean, she's not scared of nothing. Nothing. Yeah, she's sending Mama Bear something, A1.
It's just a meme.
Yeah, just a meme.
She'll get it when she sees it. She'll understand it when she gets it. I'll also send it to A1 too. And
She's gonna send it to you and send it to Connie. You damn crazy ass women.
hey, you introduced them to me, so.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, kids. I love kids, you know. And Andrew, of all people, should know
It just fits in perfectly.
how I was,
Show you.
you know, because I would yell at Andrew for yelling at the girls.
No, he wouldn't yell. He would scream. There's a bit. That's where people are getting. Yelling and screaming are two totally different
I mean, don't get me wrong. I yelled at my kids,
actions.
you know. Fuck. My daughter's 33. She's laughing. You know, my oldest daughter's 33, going to be 34 at Christmas Eve. I still yell at her. You know, like, get your head out of your ass, get your shit together. Let's do this. You know.
My daughter struggled, and she's.
You know, my daughter is on parole. You know, she's running from the law. I'm trying to get her to turn herself in. You know, I'm trying to get her into a rehab. You know,
She's a little asshole.
you know,
I love her.
she's a little asshole like her father, which I don't know who her father is. We won't mention no names. I can laugh about that. But she's just like me. You know, she's very stubborn. I get that from my grandfather. My father tells me that all the time. But my grandmother was a very stubborn woman also. Um, but back when I was younger, I wasn't coddled. I wasn't told all the time that I was loved, that I love you and all that. I mean, I'm sure some of us people on here, some of us folks that are on here that are at that age, you know, can remember those days. But I knew my mom and dad loved me. I knew my grandparents loved me. Of course, I was my grandfather's boy. I'm the third oldest grandchild on from my father's parents. And being that I was the one that carried on the name because I'm the fourth, I was his boy. I did everything with him. I mean, snowmobiling, boating, fishing, water skiing, anything and everything. I have a lot of memories, but I also have a lot of memories with my mother's mother too, my grandmother. You know, um, but those are memories. Those are memories that I can't get rid of. Those are memories that I can't forget about. Those are memories that are there in my head for the rest of my life, regardless of if it was bad or good. Do I remember some ass whoopings I got from my father? Absolutely. Did I deserve them? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Did I learn from them? No. I wasn't an easy child. You know, um, I'll be the first one to admit that I was definitely not an easy child. I was in an all boys home from the age of 15 and a half to almost 18. I got released 3 months before my 18th birthday. So just before Christmas. And came home, and by the time I was 19, I was doing 6 months in the county jail, for something stupid, you know. Am I proud of it? No, absolutely not.
Oh, no, book poster.
You know, but it took me a long time to wake up and realize that, life is a little bit better when you're not drinking or anything like that. I'll be right back, guys. Talk to him, Gabby.
He's got to go do a shot.
Shot of whiskey.
Oh, what you did?
Oh, I'm still laughing at that comment that Andrew made. Huh?
Take your own shot?
No, he has to go get it.
Oh,
I was kidding, doing a shot.
oh.
He's not really a big. He's more of a beer drinker.
You painted your nails a sparkly orange. I can just imagine what they look like. Huh? Aww. Huh?
I'm gonna post a JJ on your thing.
You're gonna post what?
JJ on your thing, so they can.
Oh my god. What are you gonna post? What one are you gonna post over?
The one with the killer rabbit.
Wait till you get a load of this picture that she's gonna put up on my wall. That's the youngest granddaughter. She's gonna be a killer rabbit for Halloween. Not the purple rabbit, the killer rabbit.
Juliet.
But yeah, I mean, it comes to a point where you can only deal with so many stupid people in your life. But I don't know. I guess there's stupid people all around the world. You just have to decide which ones you want to deal with. you know, I don't have to deal with stupid people anymore. I've met some awesome, awesome guys through my,
Get this sweater.
Huh?
Like so.
What do you want me to do?
No, I said, can you get this wet?
Yeah.
Why?
Fix it.
like I was saying, I have, and I've met some awesome people through the classes that I'm involved in, the groups.
Good.
I love them. They're awesome guys. It's a good, it's a support network. But I've met friends, and I don't consider them as friends. Because if you talk to these guys that I'm talking about, they would tell you that we're not friends. We're family. That's the way they see it. And needless to say, these gentlemen that I'm talking about, if shit got out of hand, needless to say,
Okay.
if I made a phone call and needed them to be behind me, they wouldn't even ask me why. They would be there just like that.
Is she gonna be tomorrow?
I'll tell you because it fits.
I might wear the Eeyore costume tomorrow. Really?
Does he know he's gotta fix it up?
You wear E? Oh no, I don't have the Winnie the Pooh.
He asked, and I said, yeah.
Oh, well, it's not. I ain't got the van.
Caitlin will be at work, so.
I don't have the nope.
Her hair up in a pony and then braid it.
What you eating, Mama? Yeah, what you eating, Mama?
You gotta go in school with a costume?
Mhm.
What costume's that?
What Cattle King make you for dinner tonight?
She wants to be that for trick or treating, I guess. Instead of a witch. She'll probably change her mind anyway. Are we saving this pumpkin or something?
Did you try anyone's dinner suggestions?
You wrote on it.
I know, I'm
That's
saying.
not getting carved.
So it'll last a lot longer. This one.
But in the beginning, I did this all for fun. Big Mac and fries. Cattle King is eating 2 cheeseburgers and fries. Oh, Tammy's dad made homemade baked macaroni and cheese.
Oh, did you want one of those candles
What?
for the pumpkin?
Put down.
I was just making sure.
I'm gonna put this underneath your ass to see if you can move any faster. You have Winnie the Pooh too? See, why don't you send it to me? It won't overnight it to me. That way you can dress up as Eeyore and I can dress up as Winnie the Pooh. CK said he's gonna paint himself black and tape a stick to his butt and go as a chocolate fudge stick. Why? Why? I didn't even ask him if he was dressing up for Halloween. Okay. And listen, it's supposed to be fucking shitty out tomorrow.
Mhm.
They don't know if they're gonna do the parade or not, but they still come with their costumes. He said she'll let me know by 8:15.
When?
8:15.
Morning?
Yeah.
Oh, she cut the.
Well, I'll bring candy over here for the kids. That would eat. Yeah, but I'll still bring them over candy.
15. Who's picking the?
No, he's picking her up at 11, but her grade starts at 10, but they don't.
Well, Mama Bear, if he does that, I definitely want a picture. Definitely want a picture of that. Because that's something that I truly want to see. Needless to say.
But they're having a classroom.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
They're having a classroom party.
or should I say ladies, because I don't know if rapper is a gentleman or a lady, but I will say ladies and gentlemen.
They get out at 11. It's 9 times usually.
I've been on here 2.5 hours. I figured I'd get some shit out there. There's probably a lot more to come.
School, or outside the school.
But needless to say, I think I covered a lot tonight with the RSO shit. I still ask that question, what I lied about, and the question was never answered.
It's just like my first.
So
when I was little.
the question still remains. What did I lie about? Am I guilty for not allowing the child to take her meds when she didn't want to?
You think those are the?
Sure, I'm guilty. I left it up to her. That's the way I did. You know, when a child sits there and tells you that, you know, it makes them feel like crap in the morning when they wake up, you know, and if they don't want to take it at night and they sleep just fine, you take it, you know, with a grain of salt and you let that child make the decision, you know. She was quite capable of speaking for herself and she didn't want to take it. So I let her make that choice. You know what I mean? Is mama gonna dress up as a set of lips? Really? Only you, Connie, only you would come out with that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, or my lovely ladies, one person didn't get to see tonight was my girl Act Right. We miss her. I know she's doing a lot of different stuff because she's got her baby's birthday party on Sunday, I guess, and she's doing what she can to make sure that her baby has the best birthday ever. And I will probably most definitely talk to her on Sunday to wish that child of hers a very, very happy birthday. But with that, I'm going to get off here because I'm going to go home and let my dogs run around and play and get up and do it all over again tomorrow. I got my group in the morning. I got NA at night. Of course, tomorrow's Halloween. I wish everybody a safe and happy Halloween, and do lots of trick or treating with your babies. Collect lots of candy. And with that, I will say goodnight. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for coming on, supporting me. Love all you guys. Have a good night. Talk tomorrow.